Hi guys, Retro Trek Ralph here with another issue of the Star Trek Next Generation Build the US Enterprise 1701D. This is magazine 3 from delivery 2, yada yada. But this is now the second part of this delivery. This is going to be the number 8 parts. I'll probably do 9 and 10 in this video as well, so don't worry about that. So what we look like we have is stage 7, stage 8 parts. We have a structure bit there. We have a phaser bank, the back part, 2 springs again, those 2, make sure I don't lose this time. BM screws, 4 of, there's 5 there. AP screws, which is 2 needed, but there's 3. So they're giving us a hell of a lot of extra pieces, screws and stuff anyway. So that's for that. It's a sneak peek of a 9 and 10 anyway, but it's similar. Well, it's not really similar. You've got a structure piece there, back in play, windows for the back of the neck section, screws, LEDs, and 10 has got your supports, another back there, more windows for the opposite corner, LED, screws. So it should be easy enough to do now. So I'm run back this, do it stage by stage at a time. So stage 8 assemblies there. Give me a second, get this on the desk, and we'll start constructing. Now, unbagged, there's the parts that we need, as well as the other structure from the last part, which is coming in a bit. Why do the screws feel loose on that bit? And the neck part we need now. So, start by pushing the phaser bank, which only goes in one way. It's like a smile there, but it just fits in. Push that in there, we'll keep it the same way around as a magazine. Put 2 of these springs in. If you watched the last episode, you will know that I lost one of these. Luckily, it magically turned up. Right, so be careful, because tweezers... Oh, he put tweezers hidden. I'll just be rolled around. Right, I'll put that magnet I had back again, because they are metallic, which is good. So we have same again. Why is that showing L and R? That is because it's that side L and R, not this L and R. Right, so we have same again where the lip goes over this part here. 2 screws go on top of these little pins here. Panel goes over the top. Screws, AP screws go on there because the A's and the plastics. The metals go on in a few minutes on the part where the neck is covering. So I've got 3 there. Again, so overkill from Eaglemoss. Right. I suppose they just want it to be completely right anyway. They don't want us to, if we do lose a screw, it's not the end of the world. If we lost a spring, then that's a bit more of a problem. Okay. So this part here goes with the raised lip bit over on the bottom, well, on the top as you're seeing it, but the pegs must go through these holes there. So just put it over, gently move around so you don't trap the pin. There it goes. Right. Dodgy screwdriver. Will not connect to the front. There it goes. Start to screw in place. Keep my finger on it just in case, because there is still a spring pushing this out anyway. It'll be the same as the other side, just pressing. I don't know why they've done that. It's a little bit odd. Maybe there's a firing sequence that when you see it firing, it goes in like a recoil on a gun. I don't know. I doubt it. But nice if they had buttons for special effects or something underneath there. These are your buttons that you would pew 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 pew. No? Right, just me again. So those two's done, so that's step A. Stage 9, no sorry, stage 8, step A. So that is now done, both phaser banks on the back. They do look quite good. I mean, I'm glad I don't have to paint this, because this is the biggest part. However, if these are 120 episodes, and 120, well, assembly stages, and you get 1 a week, this is 2 years this is going to take. And I don't fancy my chances with not scratching these over the next 2 years. So there might be running lights, for another day. So now I have a screw there spare. Okay, next stage. Take the skeleton assembly, last used from stage 7, so we're still adding on to that, which is good. BM screws. Again, there are 5, we only need 4. So I'll keep those there, scissors out of the way. Keep it tight. So get this one, and I just need to... I assume that they won't matter so much. I'm sure one of these would loose. Okay, maybe not then. So this one on the start. There, so we put our second skin, because there is a curve to this. Curves upwards. Maybe that's what I've done. No, I ain't done that wrong. That's fine. As you can tell by raised sections here, lowered sectioned over here, even though that looks like it bulges around. Oh, because that's that part there. Okay, so we'll sit that over there like that, and like that. And they want you to flip it round before you screw it. So we'll put a screw there, there, and there. These 4 here. Hold the parts together and turn them over. Fine. Not really much. Put them in so it actually holds it. I'll do that opposite corners. Since we're now doing a part on the part, opposite corners over this. This is very overkill for this sort of model kit, but let's hope it's actually worth it. In a year or so, well, nearly 2 years' time. I mean, I've had model kits in here which I've not bothered doing, and that's different than having a model kit coming out once a week, getting 4 pieces, parts of it a month, and then making it. But to actually have a model kit which you try and make because you can't be arsed, that's one thing, but have a model kit because it's going to take 2 years to do. I'm glad they don't expect us to paint it. So just enough to get it so the screw driver sheds some more of its chrome. Right, so there we go. These don't look too straight. Things are a little bit iffy. I mean, these will go into place when there's more structure, I assume. I mean, this is the whole problem with the actual model kit itself to start with, is there were certain bits which look like they've been the wrong way around. Well, no, not wrong way around. The panel was kind of just a little bit off shape from each other. So I'm not entirely happy with the original prototype one. So we'll see what happens. Stage 9. Right then. So this is where we get another piece onto the end of here, onto those bits. See those bits? Yes, because that's now flipped over that way. So we did put parts left and right on the original piece, which is that one. We'll lose that quite quickly anyway in the build. So section 9. So let me get this cut out, parts out, ready, and then we'll see about plodding along with this one. So parts out ready, LED, backplate, windows, all those go on the back of the neck section. Screws, metal ones, we want 4 of these metal ones, which I have 1 from the last anyway, but it doesn't matter, they'll give us another 5. It's nice, I suppose. Cannot get in these. Get in. Come on, Ralph. Oh, don't cut your mat. Right, so I'll put the M's there. Oh, these are stuck inside here now. I would have thought you'd be watching somebody trying to open a bag badly. Right, put that up there. Let's put that one there, because that's another BM screw. So I need 4 of those. So we have plastic ones out of the way for that. Back on with this part here. It's curving that way. So that fits over. Whoa. Fits there. Right, so it goes to the edge and you've got the gap over there. So which screws do we do? Which is that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. Let's get a bit more of the structure. It's giving me an impression this might be 1/4 of the saucer. So Can you imagine the size of this? This is like one hand to maybe 2 hands width stretched out. So we're talking a big saucer, and that's only part of the ship. That's probably just less than half of the size of the ship. So let me get these 4 screws in, and we'll look at this when it's done and happily put in place. Oh, this is going to be ridiculously big when it's done. Now on to step B. So we don't need the structure anymore for the, well, to the next part, I don't think anyway. One side. I could do 9 and 10 exactly at the same time, but will not bother. So back on with the back of the neck. Right, so we want to do it the same as what this is. So what you need to do is cut out these. I'll use some wire cutters. Cut, cut, cut. There's no need to be totally precise with these, because all the flashing is on somewhere else. Actually, how many do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. I'll just cut all them. I've actually got some spare from last time. Are these the same size windows? I should use these and stop cutting them out. Now that one black goes in number 2. Oh, this is the fiddly bit now. I think these will work. Oh. No, they don't. They're too big. A little bit too big. So I'll cut out the other side. Let's remove that older one. Yeah, I'm actually trying to keep all the extra parts. I mean, we were supposed to be getting a screw pot on the last, on this delivery, to be honest. And it doesn't seem to have happened. But I managed to get a print, which I think was too early. So I'm not quite sure what was going on there. It doesn't seem to fit right, that. Oh, there we go, it clicks into place. So it looks like they've got an L on the back, which means left side, but it's also telling you L for keeping it that way around. So I'm going to cut the rest of these off. And the white one's exactly the same as well. They've got an L on? Yes, they've got an L on the back, as you can't see. It's that way around. If you can see, then yeah, but I can't. Well, yeah. Fully has populated these, and then get ready to put this on with the LEDs, both of them. Oh, damn it. Okay, it's going to be a little fiddly, and potentially things will pop out. So yeah, 2 minutes, let's get this done with, and I'll show you the results once I've cut out, pushed in, and what it looks like. You know what, that was really awkward. Left with 1 spare on each one, which is fine. I'll keep them with the spares bin. You put one in, and then they are very flush. Very, very flush. So at least they're the kind of almost, some of it clip into place. However, the one goes in and clicks and then pops another one out that wasn't exactly too flush. So we are all in. The windows there, you can tell on the other side, not populated yet, that'll be later. There, done, happy, sorted. So that is that part done. I am doing the same way as what they state. You do it your own way. You can do whatever. I've got these L shape on there, which does say you need to put the L's that way around, because they're not perfectly centered where the window is on the plastic. So, next part, keeping that very carefully over there. Right, take this. Is it that way around? Is it that way around? There's no L on that. Oh, it's that way around. It's that way around. Right, take the left window light. Got 2 LEDs on here, and note the 2 different wire bulbs. What? Different wired bulbs. Insert the bulb with the red and blue, blue and red wires into the slot on the shorter side. Barely shorter side. Are these different bulbs? Exactly ruddy same. Alright, fine, we'll do it as they state. So we would basically want the yellow and blue, well, yellow and black on the top, where I'm holding it. It's exactly that way, isn't it? Yep, yeah. And then the red, that one at the bottom. So that goes, could do with just being taped into place, to be honest, these. Because they are just, don't really go in and hold in place much. A dab of glue would be a good idea. See, one fits, one doesn't. Am I not in far enough? No, that's in alright. Testing the lights. Yeah, use the thing that you had from another episode and put them in. This is going to be impossible to slot onto there because they don't fit as they are. It's going to be another one of those where I get, no matter which, it doesn't matter which way it goes around that way. That won't fit. Oh, okay. It will not stay there, which is the pain in the backside bit. Right, I'm going to hold that one in place. No, I'm not going to hold it in place. I'm going to find out where it goes, which is that screw there. Oh, this is ridiculous. Right, this will want to be bent up, which is fine. That lip's over here onto the parts that will eventually click together as bodywork. That's not good, Ralph. Okay, that wasn't good either, ripping that off. I'm gonna end up doing something to this. This is really weirdly awkward. And I've got this to do on the other side as well, I know I have. It's got to be flush inside. There's a gap channel there. It's got to be inside there as well. So, it's not similar on the other side. Oh, this is frustrating. Another pause, another jump. It's going to take me 20 minutes to do, obviously. But once these are in there, I'm probably going to screw, and then thread the other one in the bottom side. Turn the window reflector over the position. Did it say anything about white into the blue and white into the square slot? Both square slot. Oh, the ones are rounded a little bit on the end. Okay. Then place the bulb, the yellow and black wires into the square slot, which is that one. What? Whoa, hold on a minute. Hold on, this is another flamingo up in it. Right, take the left window light and note the two different wired bulbs. But they're not, they're exactly the same. If they're just on colour. Insert the bulb with the blue and white part there. Blue and red. What? Insert the blue and red into the square slot, which is that one. Yes. Okay, that's fine, but it's me being stupid again. On the longer side. What? That's the longer side. Are they going mad or something? Fold back the black rubber parts below this bulb on the right angle to direct the yellow and black wires downwards. Okay, so it must be downwards underneath, but it doesn't. It must be down and underneath and put them there. Right, pause, and I'm going to get this sorted out. This is awkward because it doesn't click into place. It needs gluing in, to be honest, but we'll work on just pressurised anyway with the screws. Stage 9 complete. I could quite easily put this in and then try and test it, but I really don't want. I'll test both when I get round to number 10. So it was a case of put this first one in, bend it round right angles, and there's a little cutout as well, so that the shielding, the plastic part, the black part there doesn't get caught. It's not in place, as in it will rattle, but it's away from the actual part, because this lip here is where the next section will clip onto when it goes into the main bodywork. The other one, basically just put that in, hold it in place, screw one screw in, held in, put the other one in here, held down, put that screw in this corner here, and that would hold them in at least anyway. I'm assuming that either that wire will either be in the way from when you put the shuttle bay doors on, or it'll just be behind and it doesn't really matter so much. But that yellow one does want to be a little bit out of the way anyway. Other two screws in afterwards, done. Sorted. So that's 9 done. And I've got the other side to do. I won't bore you with showing that one because we've just seen that and it's a pain in the bum. So, stage 10. Where is my stage 10 back? Right. So we have same again. Windows, part there, screws, LEDs, and 2 supports, not the actual framework. So I'm going to get these unbagged and we'll start to get working on number 10. Stage 10 assembly. Okay, 2 of these, that. Yeah, it's basically the same apart from we haven't got a structure piece on this. So what they want us to do is put this back round so these are upright, and the thicker piece, because you always got thicker and a thinner, one's wider, one's less. It's the thicker and less wider, that one. It goes into those 2 holes there and screwed in from the other side, and then this one here goes in there. Hands are in the way a little bit, nothing much I can do. This will be obviously to hold in the next section when it comes over here. So I'm kind of wondering whether or not that is not showing that, but it's not showing what part this is from. It's still on the front, that part there. So if that's part there, that's part there, then this is probably the front. But why does it go curves around because of this curved bit here? Okay, that's fine. We'll get round to that another month anyway. And I'll put these 2 screws in. We need BM screws, metal ones, 4 screws into this, and another spare for the pot, even though I don't have the nice little screw tray. Right, so let me get on with screwing that in and we'll show you afterwards when it's all, well, when these 4 screws are put in place. Job sorted. Okay, so it's still not exactly online, but they must be, so the saucer will curve up anyway, unless this is just a, I don't know, I'm just spitballing ideas. I don't even know if it's going to be this way around or that way around, to be honest, but it'll come to us eventually. So those 2 support bits, 10A and 10B, are in. So there is a nice big section of the saucer done. So if it is that way around, which it possibly might be, then there you go. There's one corner of the saucer done. Or is it that big? Oh, I don't know. I'm actually not looking forward to this getting bigger, to be honest. But now, step B, which is this plastic part, these windows, which are R's. I can't use the L's for this, so it will be a case of just sticking them in. I will not bore you with how these go in, because it's basically cut out the windows, make sure the R is the right way around, put them in whatever configuration you want. I'm going to do black, clear, as this is, and then that will go over the top. I'm guessing again, take it right window and note the different light bulbs. Yeah, it's exactly the same as the last one. So we have got 2 exactly the same bulbs. I can't even see why they'd say different bulbs. It's just the wiring that's the only difference. It's a little odd. To make sure you put one on properly. It's only a case of making sure one of them goes in. Bend it down 90 degrees to go in this gap here, right there, and making sure that it goes in and it's not sticking it out to go onto the outside hull and have any problems later on. It's just preempting any problems we will have later. 4 screws, BP screws, so this will hold those back in. I will jump to this going back into place because it's exactly the same as the other side. If you want to watch that again, that was 5 minutes ago. And we'll get on with cracking on with doing this right hand side now. There we go, right hand side done. Same again, get that one bent in so it lips underneath, points downwards, and then screw in one place there once it's in place. Hold it in place, screw in, thread that one under so the little end on here is up a little bit, and push that under. These will be in the way unless, yeah, it probably would be a screw, and then like these 2 screws here would hold it down. Possibly 3. I don't know why there's 3 there. Unless it's the corner and this part is on something else. I'm not fully looking forward to these windows right here, all the ones on the back. I'm hoping this comes as one solid piece and just clicks into place, but it looks like it might. No, because there's light there. The section's been put in place. So it'd be another one of these with the lights on the side. I just hope that these aren't individual. I mean, maybe that's one piece there, one piece up here, another piece across the bottom, same on that side. So it is looking good. There's no randomness to the windows whether or not somebody's in or not. I mean, that could be a double room, but it's mirrored completely on what they want the instructions to be. But you can do your own thing anyway. It's not even an issue to copy, or if it's fine to copy. It's up to you. It's your kit. I mean, on looking at this kit so far, after 10 sections of doing this is a very stressful build. This is kind of for an intermediate. I won't say it's for you could be a beginner to do this, but I think it's very stressful. However, I am looking forward to the rest of these parts anyway. So it's a very confusing build. There's a lot of things that I think personally I could do better, but we'll see what happens. As I said before, I'm going to do this exactly as they want it, so we'll stick with this and not modify it just yet, unless it looks blatantly obvious that things are going the wrong way. Like the bridge section, that does look a little odd, but there's no light on the back. It doesn't have to be too much of a bright light anyway, it's just looking in through the dome at the top of the bridge. So it'll be a nice, not fully reflectant, but some sort of bleed in from somewhere else with lighting. So it could be good, it could be better. Well, let's see what happens over the next 2 years. Oh, good fun. Right, so with that in mind, this is the second part of this second delivery. Well, for me, second delivery anyway. So that's part, magazine 3, part, yeah. You know what it is, I'm just getting confused. Thanks anyway for watching. Please like, subscribe, follow the social media. If you want to help out, links in the description below. And if not, I'll see you in another video. Bye for now.